Hey guys, Justine Mizinski here with Orlando Relocation and BX Realty and
Natalia Chebatar with Movement Mortgage.
So today we're going to be answering all your questions about getting a mortgage when you relocate to Florida from any of the other states in the US and what you need to get started on your dream home. So Natalia, tell us, what do people need?
Well, if it's job relocation, all we need is a job transfer letter from their current employer stating what their salary would be once they move here to Florida. Or if they don't have a transfer job situation, then we would need a new job lined up here. We'll actually need an offer letter with all the terms stating what the new salary will be. And if while they're still employed at their current job, as purchased as a second home or vacation home. That's correct.
So they can still purchase what they live if they cannot get a job transfer or have a new job here.
Right.
Except it would be a vacation home or second
Correct.
home, and then later on they can actually move. So what would be the difference between that?
Mm-hmm.
What else is different as far as how much money they need, what kind of credit score they need, that type of stuff?
Right. So if they do purchase as a second home, it will require at least 10% down payment and 2 months reserves for a new purchase.
Okay.
So in other words, if they have to have 10% down payment, closing cost, and 2 months reserve for new payment. If they do have a job letter, an offer letter, or transfer letter, then they can just do as their primary residence, which that it will actually require as low as 5% down payment or 3% if they are first-time home buyer.
Your mortgage here is going to be $2,000 a month, and you are purchasing it as a second home or vacation home because you don't have a job letter. That means you will need $2,000 times 2
months.
for the 2 months reserve, and you also have to consider what they are paying where they are for rent or mortgage.
That is correct, yes. They have to qualify with both new payment and their current rent or mortgage.
What do they have to look for as far as credit score?
For second home, it's always a conventional program, so credit score to get best rate between 680 to 700. First time home buyer could be lower than 680, all the way down to 580.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And of course, guys, the better your credit, the better your interest rate
is.
That's
Correct.
right. So work on that credit score and get as high as you can. And so another question most of my clients are asking me is, what if you're self-employed and you don't have tax returns or W-2s? What do you look for?
Well, we need tax returns for self-employed people for most recent 2 years.
Most recent 2 years for self-employed people, okay?
Correct. If they are in business for more than 5 years, we can use 1 year tax return to qualify. If the business existing is less than 5 years, then it's 2 years to qualify.
What else do you need for people that are not Floridians that are moving here to Florida? Well, other than obviously employment letter or relocation letter or a great credit score in order to get a better interest rate, if they are just moving here and don't have any of that,
they can move and move here, rent for a year, and then while they're renting, qualify or fix their credit. Obviously, they'll get a job and be ready in 1 year.
You don't have a job yet, you just moved here, you're starting over, you can always rent for 1 year, and then after 1 year, you will be able to qualify?
Yeah, they can. We can work, help them out, and look at their credit and explain what needs to be done to get it up where they need to be at to qualify.
Okay.
And they could be easily ready in 1 year.
What about as far as getting their credit score higher? What is the fastest way to get their credit score where it needs to be?
Well, a lot of times if it's outstanding balances, they'll just basically need to pay them down.
Okay.
If they're new collections like medical and they're just being placed on their credit, if they pay those out, it'll help their score. If it's old collection, then they don't want to touch it. So it's really like case by case. We will have to educate based on individual credit.
Individual credit,
Mhm,
okay.
yes.
And what if they don't have any credit at all? Let's say they just moved here from another country. What do they need to do to be able to get some credit?
The best way to do it, to build a credit score, is to get security credit cards.
Security credit card.
Yes. Any bank will offer those, even if the limit as little as like $300. At least 3 trade lines, and they can use it, pay it on time, and build their credit within like 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months, guys. So if you are moving here to the US and you don't have any credit and you still want to buy a house, there is still a chance. In 3 to 6 months, you may be a new homeowner.
Yay.
And building your American dream, just as we did. We both did. We are both from different countries, and we came here and started our American dream, and you can do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
To contact both of us, you can click on the link below. There will be contact for Natalia and myself. And you can subscribe for future videos of, as things come up in the mortgage industry, we'll be able to update you on what's going on.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next week.